Well, hello everyone. Welcome to a new video. This is quite a different video that I'm making here because I've never really done something like this before. This is the ultimate Windows 98 PC build divided into multiple parts. The reason why I'm doing this is because none of my parts have arrived from Japan yet, and more on that later. And, well, the only thing I have is this, and this large monstrosity. Yes, these are the only parts I have. I've never done something like this before, aside from modern computers, because I never lived in the 90s, so I never got to do something like this and build my own computer. In fact, I'm not sure if 90s computing was to do with a lot of building stuff. We're going to be, first of all, unboxing these things in this part and getting everything set up. I have already unboxed these parts before. I needed to check them before I departed Japan. So yeah, we're going to be unboxing it again, as it is already sealed again. And additionally, we're going to be doing stuff with these parts, which are completely different. I have never unboxed these before because I know their conditions pretty well. So let's see how it goes. Well, this is the converter from DVI to VGA because my graphics card does not support VGA. This is a ball mouse that is from Logitech, and it's also PS2 because, well, why not? And the hard drive. This one is very overkill, by the way, because this is 120 gigabytes and I have no idea. This is way too overkill for Windows 98, but after all, we are building the ultimate Windows 98 PC, so I guess that's that. And also the thermal compound, which I bought from Thermaltake in a store. The Windows 98 boot floppy. And, well, the Windows 98 CD. This one is actually a Japanese copy, as I bought this off a Japanese auction site. All of these are going to be in Japanese. If you can't read Japanese, then I'm sorry, but you will have to bear with Japanese for a bit. But I will try to annotate as much as possible if there's going to be any in this video, for any Japanese text that might appear. And last but not least, this really giant box. It's not really giant, but oh well. Okay, so there's a lot of stuff inside here, first of all. This is the Molex to floppy connector, I'm pretty sure, because the graphics card I bought does not support Molex cables. I had to convert it to a floppy drive cable for whatever reason to run it. ID and floppy connectors, I am pretty sure. Alright, okay. This is the graphics card. So this is the ATI Radeon 9 9700 Pro. This is a very legendary graphics card that I somehow got on Yahoo auction for like 8,000 yen. This is by far the cleanest graphics card I've seen being used, and I'm just surprised at just how clean it is. Although there are some marks over here with the DBI ports and stuff. I think for a used card, this is just amazing. Okay, and last but not least, we get the motherboard with the I/O shield. Well, this is the motherboard. This is a Asus A8V that was probably made in like mid-2000s. I know, these are parts that are from the mid-2000s because I'm trying to build a pretty powerful PC, so... But yeah, these are the CPU and the RAM. And this one is actually 1 gigabyte of DDR RAM. I'm pretty sure it's in 2x512 megabytes config. And this is probably, I haven't taken this one apart yet because the seller did not really mention what CPU it was. So I have to guess that it was the Athlon 64 X2 4200 Plus. And the reason why I guess it's the Athlon 64 is because this motherboard itself is supposed to be for socket 939, and I'm not sure, as this is my first time opening of course, if there's any shipping damage that happened, because I did carry this. We'll have to check everything and see if it works, but yeah. Okay, so on the recorded video, I did not exactly explain what parts are missing from my build so far. And some of these parts are still in Japan, or, well, they just haven't been bought yet. So I'm making this video right now and I still have to buy some parts. So one of the things that I'm still missing right now is actually to do with the floppy disk drives and also the CD and DVD drives. Those are still not being bought because, well, I have to see what case I'm supposed to get to buy it, as it might come with a case. I mean, it might come with a disk drive or whatever, which is why I haven't been able to buy it yet to make that decision. And the second thing that I'm missing right now is also the power supply, which is very important. It's a Corsair 550 watt power supply, and that means that I will have to use my older power supply from my other PC to power this computer on, which is going to be a bit of a hassle, and I hope I don't make it too bad. And the third thing, which is less important because I already have it, but it's a different one, the CPU. And I decided to buy a Athlon 64 3500 Plus instead of using this dual core one because I felt like the second core was redundant for Windows 98. Windows 98 does not run on dual core CPUs and like utilize its full potential, which is why I don't feel like it's really that useful to have that dual core inside, and it might make things even worse, or it might make things better if I'm wrong. I just decided to go with a single core because it's about the same clock speed anyway, and the cache is about the same, so I decided to go with that. And the last thing that I'm missing so far is also Windows 98 Plus and Office 97, which are two pretty important things I will install in the video that will come shortly, because I don't have the packages yet, so I can't do much about it. But yeah, those are the packages that I'm missing so far. Okay, so these are the only parts I have right now, and we'll have to stick with whatever we have until about a few months later, in which I'll get some more stuff, in like the sound card, and also some other components like the power supply, which is very important. But we can substitute the power supply because I do have the spare one on my other PC, which I can plug out, as I'm not exactly using it that much at the moment, and it's gonna be a hassle, but it is for the sake of using this computer and see if it works and stuff, and testing if it works. But the other thing that I also want to do definitely is to clean up all of the mess that's here right now, because there's a lot of dust that I'm seeing, and I haven't checked the thermal paste on this CPU cooler and also the CPU itself, and I'll try to probably replace it with this one. As for the hard drive, I'm probably not going to plug it in yet because I can't install any operating systems on this yet, as I don't have any floppy disk drives and whatnot. But once I get those, which is actually in a few days or weeks-ish, because I'm not getting these shipped from Japan, and hopefully everything works fine, and I hope I find all of these CD drives and DVD drives and also the floppy drive, because those are pretty important. Once we get to actually use these drives, we can actually install software on all of this, which includes the Windows OS. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Okay, well, now we got the motherboard on here, and we can try to take off this CPU cooler. Let me just do that real quickly. So, oh wow, I'm just not entirely sure how I'm supposed to do this. Come on, yes, okay. There we go. Oh, okay. that's off. Oh wow. Okay. Yeah, there's just a bit of dust and also a lot of thermal paste, but I'm not sure why yeah. And there's also some on the motherboard itself, which if you can look here, zoom in. There. This is the situation I'm in right now, so I'll have to clean it up and try to apply the new thermal paste, which is there. Okay, well this is how it looks like right now, and I can't see the model. I don't think there's the model yet. I'll have to look up whatever those numbers are to see what this CPU really is, but I can see it's an Athlon 64X2, so that's good, yeah. Now I'll have to clean up this, which is gonna be interesting. There's a lot of like dust and stuff as well, so that's one thing, but hopefully it shouldn't be that hard. Okay, well I decided to clean the CPU a bit more because it was not exactly the cleanest on all sides, so I did that. And now it looks like this, and it looks pretty clean now from most of the sides. I couldn't get all this gunk off because of the thermal paste, but oh wait, it wasn't even focused when I was doing this. Okay, yeah, there's not a lot of like stuff that's going on here. Like there's just a bunch of gunk here and stuff, but we can just start applying the thermal paste now. I guess we can just slot this in really quickly. Make sure it matches the thing, because I don't want it to. There we go. Okay, now it's in. Okay, I think I put too much, but this is what I can do. Okay, there we go. We got it in, and now we just gotta figure out just how to put this back. Okay. Okay, it's not on. Okay, there we go. Yep, it's all in. Okay. Sorry, that took a very long time. And there we go. Okay, now it is in. And I guess we can just plug that in too. I am sorry for the bad camera angle. Apparently my camera moved or something. Since we installed the CPU cooler and also reapplied the thermal paste, I think we're safe to say that we can get the power supply off my other computer and try to power it on with the graphics card. Okay, I got the power supply. This is very dusty. But anyway, yeah, this is the power supply. And we'll be using this power supply to power on the PC. Okay, so this is pretty much all I have for attaching all of this stuff to the power supply, I guess. Let's try to get this thing running now, although I think I'm running out of time today, so I will have to do it someday again. I think we're pretty much done installing all this stuff for now, in this part at least. Okay, it looks like we got the power LED here, which is pretty good. Now we're just gonna figure out how we're gonna put this thing on. I'll be setting up the monitor to my main monitor for now. Later on we might be using the CRT, I don't know. It depends on how we get the setup to work. Okay, there we go. That fan does not sound good at all. Oh, here goes something. I don't know if you guys can see it, but... Oh, here we go. Okay, it is working. There we go. Okay, although I have a feeling something's wrong with the... I don't know if the display is doing so good, and also the fan is super loud on this thing. It's beeping now. I'm not sure what just happened. I think it's because it can't detect the drive because I didn't plug it in. Let's try plugging in whatever stuff, I guess. I mean keyboard, first of all. Let me just plug in the keyboard really quickly. Okay, here we go. There it is, okay. Okay, that worked. Okay, that worked. Okay, delete, run setup. Okay, 1 gigabyte of RAM, which is good. Okay, let's get into okay, no hard disk drive detected. Okay, here we go. Let's see. This. Oh wow. Okay. I mean the time and date is obviously wrong. So, we're missing a bunch of stuff. First of all, we need to, well, check, okay. Onboard devices, RAID mode, okay. Not sure if that's supposed to be like that. I think this is FireWire. I've never used FireWire before, but interesting. AGP8X, yes, correct. I don't think that's correct, but let's see. Okay, you can have PCI as well, which is good. Let's see. USB 8 ports. Controller, legacy USB support, controller mode, high speed, full speed. Okay. Okay. Interesting. We get readings of the fan. First floppy drive. Okay, I don't even have a floppy drive attached on here, so that's interesting. Let's see. Okay, well, I do have a spare DVD drive that I got. This one is a SATA drive, so I'm not sure if it's gonna work, but we can try and see if it works anyway. Let's just probably set the time and date first, because this is important. There we go. It is a Tuesday. There we go. Let's save the changes and see what happens. Okay, I think this is just the monitor doing its thing with the auto adjustment, which is why it's like moving a bit and stuff. Let's see. Okay, it's scanning for IDE drives. That's not what I want. Okay. Press F1 to resume, and I guess it just goes back to the setup. Okay, well, I think this was a success in a lot of ways. It's a bit interesting though, because I'm hearing a lot of GPU noises. I hope the fan is not broken in any way, because that means I'm probably gonna have to replace it or something, which is not exactly my favorite. Well, the keyboard and everything works too, and also the display is working with this adapter here, which is really good too. And the thermal paste is also looking like it's working, which is also good. And most importantly, the graphics card, which is not exactly in the best state probably, based on what I'm hearing. Okay, well, I think this wraps the episode, basically. In the next part, I'll definitely be going into the OS related stuff as well, because I'm definitely gonna be looking into the floppy drive and also the DVD drive. I do have a spare DVD drive with me, but it's SATA, so I can test and use it and see if it works, but I'm probably not gonna be using that drive because, again, it's SATA. I'm looking for an IDE one. But yeah, we're also going to be looking at some cases and all of that stuff, because I haven't gotten the case for this thing yet, so once I get it and stuff, we'll get it running on that thing. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and thanks for sticking around for this past, well, I guess 20 minutes, I don't know how long, but yeah, I hope to see you guys in the next video. Cheers!